Hi everybody, we are 24 episodes in and we are finally going to be launching a rocket first thing in today's episode since it is now ready to go, or at least so I think. I have yet to launch a rocket in this series, so what has changed? I don't see an option to actually launch anything. There's these new features over here: deliver cargo, build new space platform, and travel to space platform, and all of those are shaded out for me. So what am I missing? Am I missing the output for space science, which we can have go on a line over here and shut up with the labs over there? I don't know. I'm wondering if it has something to do with the cargo thingy that we built over near the little mall. I've got the cargo landing pad. I don't yet have the space platform starter pack, so let me go over to the area where I've been building those space platforms and we'll see if we can build the space platform starter pack. And in the meantime, let me refresh you guys on a lot of the off-camera work I've done because the base actually looks a lot different. You'll notice the first big different thing is all of these smelters and the much cleaner area of all of the belts. I even left a little bit of room for myself, which is, I know, unlike me. But as far as the smelters are concerned, I'm now using steel furnaces for all of the smelters, and they're now outputting their products onto a red belt, which not only increases production rate with the steel smelters, but also increases throughput with using the red belt now. So this should be the correct ratio for outputting onto a full compressed red belt. I have one furnace set up for stone brick, I think 4 or 5 to copper. I've got 3 to iron plate, and then 2 new steel smelters over here to the very top. That also meant I had to clean up my belt lines and clean up the ore and all that type of stuff. And that required me rearranging and remodeling all of my train network. So over here, you can see what I did was I added in a bunch of new train stations for drop-off. We've still got the original ones for iron, coal, and copper, but I added in another one here for stone drop-off eventually if needed. And then even over here for extra things like maybe uranium ore in the future or extra iron and things like that. I also changed the stacker setup for the trains, so you can see they all have their trains with the right ore kind of stacked behind each other. And that is because I have their own individual stackers over here. So the train will make sure that they go into the right train unloading station, and that has helped to prevent some cloggage and mean I can get extra trains coming in and just ready to go quicker through the train station for unloading. Now this also meant that I had to redo the oil unloading area. So I added in a whole new train unloading area for the oil over here to the very right, almost as far right as we can go near the main bus, which also meant I totally moved the oil setup. So all oil refining is now over here to the right. I added in extra plastic, but all of the other stuff should look identical apart from I added in a couple more cracking areas for light into petroleum. To keep up with the ore and oil production, I also had to add in a couple more train stations for ore. So we had this iron area to the northeast, but we now have a second northeast iron loading area, as well as coal over here to keep up because I would hate to run out of coal and lose power. And I even figured out a way to get a train station over here to this already tapped into crude oil farming area. And that meant I had to actually use the elevated rails, which you can see are right over here, to go over the cliffs, because on this map I don't yet have cliff explosives, which I guess you can't unlock until later. So anyway, that hopefully catches you up on everything that's changed. Now let's go back and see if we can play with that cargo thingy, which is this. And this is actually the same size, I think, as the rocket silo, so I'm wondering if they're related. Nope, we're going to request that back. That was this thing. And I think I want to put this over near the rocket silo, since I do feel like they're related. But as far as the starter packs for space platform, I've got 120 here. I guess I'm going to take both. Oh, and I need to request that now too, just so the bots don't take it. We'll request all 120. And then with this, I guess I'm going to make 2 space platforms in my pocket. This will take 60 seconds to craft one. I have no idea if this is something that I should have actually automated or if we're going to need way more than this. But let's go back. We'll plop down the cargo landing pad and see if we have the option to launch the rocket at that point. All right, one space platform pack is made. I better request that so the bots don't take it from me as well. In the meantime, let's place that cargo landing pad down since, yeah, they're almost the same size as the rocket silo. We'll plop it down there. And I don't know what that does or what these sections are for. But what I will do is see if we need to, like, connect these. Like that. And then let's see if putting stuff in here does anything. We'll put that new space starter pack thing in there once the bots give it back to me. Is there anything else I should put in there? Like rocket fuel? I don't know. Oh, put it in there? Where'd it go? Well, it's gone from there now. Is it in here? I have no idea where it went. Oh, it output onto the belt. Okay. Let me be smart about this. And this is supposed to be for space science output. And we'll use a filter to filter out the space science instead, which I guess I can't use yet. So let's suck this guy up. Now I'll put it back in the cargo landing pad. Then see what happens. Okay, it inserted into there. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so now I have the option to build a new space platform. Rocket capacity usage. Okay, so apparently it looks like you can only have so much weight to get launched at a time, or at least that's my assumption. So let's see what happens when we click this. Okay. Build new space platform. We're going to give it a name. Poober platform. And I don't have the option to select a new planet, so we're going to click create. Oh, something's happening. And that's where the end credits would normally be for completing the game. But obviously we're just getting started. Wow, we did it. Reach for the stars, create a space platform. It's happening, you guys. And I figured it out on my own. And it looks like space science has been researched. Oh, no. This gets researched by building an asteroid collector, which I don't know how to do that. We'll have to figure that out later. But now what do I do with that space platform? And did I miss my opportunity to get into... Oh, travel to space platform. Cannot travel to space with items in your inventory, trash slots, or ammo slots. Only armor and guns are allowed? Okay. Well, that reminds me. Ooh, look at all this stuff that's new. Oh boy, all this stuff I now have to make. Cargo bay? Like, what is this stuff? How much do I need? Increases the hub and landing pad inventory size. Oh boy. Asteroid collector. How much of this do I need? I have no idea. Okay. I'm going to overwhelm myself. So instead, let me stick with my current plan, which was to upgrade my armor, since if I can only go to space with my armor, I better have the best armor I can get. So the Power MK2 takes basically everything I already have, except I don't have speed or efficiency modules made yet. So let's build a little factory for that. I'm not going to worry about using like a pre-existing blueprint or anything like that. We can just plop it down here. Let's see. And we'll just do something like this. And like that for the efficiency. And then heck, if we want productivity, we can either steal from purple science or add them down here later. Actually, let's cut that down a tile. Actually, I might need to cut that down one more. Okay. Or not. I don't know. Because it just takes red and green circuits, I think. Okay, so let's put it in a recipe. We just want speed 1 modules up here, efficiency modules down here. I won't worry about their upgraded counterparts yet. And we'll do outputs in the middle, like that. Maybe just one more over here for good measure, make it even. Whoops. Fix the recipe. Like that. And then we'll do outputs for the efficiency and inputs for the speed. And then we'll have the modules output into a little box. We'll do a storage box on each side of the splitter here. Inserter for the output into the box. Connect up with power. Or maybe I should connect up over here. And let's make sure we add in the filter. So this is going to be for the speed ones. And this will be for the efficiency. Okay, now let's connect up the red and green circuits. We'll pull that from over here somewhere. In fact, let's just work our way backwards. So that needs to go in here like this. Probably need to give myself a little bit of room. There we go. So green circuits we'll do like that. Red, like, whoops, like that as well. Probably need to underground the batteries. Join up here like that, and then we can, let's move that down a tile. That way I have a little bit extra room. Now we can underground it the rest of the way, like so. All right, that will begin to work. And looks like mining productivity 3 finished as well. So research is as done as I can do it, apart from the stuff that can go to infinity and beyond, and apart from these things. So I haven't done uranium processing yet because I haven't tapped into uranium ore, and the space science I am working on, I promise. So these will work slowly, but the point is they will work. And then how many do I need for my armor? Ooh, so I need 100. How many did I? Okay, so that's basically the cap I put on each. So I will let that work, and then the power MK2 I will build in my pocket. The other stuff, let's see, do I have access to like the power fusion core thingy yet? I don't think so. In fact, yeah, that's something I can only, apparently I do get that. Oh, dang it, so I will have to do uranium processing. Okay, that's okay. I already have the train designated for it, for a station over there, and I have a patch of uranium ore over here. So I will tap into that a little bit later. In the meantime, let's see what else we should potentially make for the space stuff. So cargo bay. I am thinking maybe I should just build a couple little assemblers off of the main bus for some of this stuff. So low density structures and my blue circuits are down there. So let's keep it down there, but where are my engines? My electric engines are all the way up there. Okay, maybe I bring the blue circuits and low density structures up this way. And we'll do another little mall over here. We can maybe do that there. Or maybe we'll just do it a little higher up, and we'll belt in the electric engines this way. We'll still keep it in the box. And this will become, what was this supposed to be? asteroid collector. Okay. So now let's figure out how to bring up the low density structures. So we can just have those come through the middle here. And low density structures don't join up with the belt until over here, so we are going to split it off here so it can join up with the main bus this way. And then we will combine this with the blue circuits. We can just do something like that. And I guess just like that. Okay, that will go that way. Inserter there, and we need an output, which we'll put over here, I guess. Let's give it power, and there we go. So what did we just make? So we made the asteroid collector. I have no idea how many of these we need. We'll cap it off at 10. Even put in a little filter for the storage box. Okay. What else do we need? The crusher, whatever that is. Oh, this one requires steel. Ooh, smart. Okay, we have steel nearby. So we're going to kind of do same thing we were doing with the bus. So we'll do an underground belt this way, and then it can join up. Oh, needs to go down one more tile. And that way we can extend it upwards if needed. So now that goes like that. We'll carry on the electric engines like this. Who knew we need electric engines on the bus? We'll do input for the inserter like that. Output this direction now that I have room. And then steel will pick up with the long-handed inserter like that. And this is the crusher. No idea how many of these we need either. So we'll just cap this off at 10 until I know better as well. And what else do we need to make? Cargo bay. Is that the thing I already made? No, I haven't made that yet. Okay. We'll do the cargo bay next. So we'll just copy basically this. Get rid of this though. Put in a different recipe. So this becomes the cargo bay. That thing. Change the thingy here. We'll keep the same quantity, I guess. This one does not need electric engines. Okay, is there anything else I need to make? And now I just need certain types of crushing capabilities, which I'm guessing we do once we're actually on the space platform. I honestly have no idea. So this increases the hub and landing pad inventory size. I'm going to pick up that I have available. Pick up the crusher. Let's stop having that get taken away by the bots. We'll just request 10 each of these so that the bots don't take them. Pick up those 3 things, and then are these things that we put onto the cargo landing pad thing? Let's find out. So we'll put those in there. We'll put this. Oh, no. How does this work? I have no idea. Oh, but I'm already maxed. Man, if I'm going to have to deliver stuff to space, this might take forever. Let's see. How are the modules coming along? So we're at, almost 100 for each. And I'll put, let's see, stop requesting this stuff. We'll put the remaining space platform thingies in there so it's ready to go. And for all I know, we might need to bring other stuff too. So we'll put that stuff in there. Assemblers, miners. I'm just assuming things that we'll eventually need in space when we get to another planet. We'll just do a little bit of everything and see what we can take. We're going to deliver this cargo, I guess. And then once I have new armor, we'll see if we can deliver myself to space. Oh, I have to click the platform. Okay, second rocket going. Wonderful. Okay, and now it, oh geez. How is it already full? All I'm trying to put in is walls, and it's already full with a ton. Oh. Can I deliver cargo even if I'm not fully 100%ed? Interesting. Okay. Well, let me see if I can make that armor now. So we'll grab 100 each. Oh, did I not have... Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, I have over 100 each for the modules. How is this stuff doing? Okay, I think that stuff is already maxed to their item requirements. Plastic is kind of the bottleneck, it seems like. That's a bummer. Let's actually upgrade this splitter. Maybe that will help. And then I do want to tap into uranium ore just so I can get the better like fission reactor or whatever that is. So I think that's something I will do off camera. You guys have seen me in previous series access uranium ore before, and we'll just have it get dropped off into you know, the train station here, and we'll start kovarex enrichment and things like that. So I will take a break to do that, and just like that, I have uranium. So not only did I tap into the uranium ore over here with the whole train setup and dropping off the acid and everything like that, but I have the train drop-off point with the uranium ore coming all the way from over here, sneaking around the original smelters, and then down to where we are now into my OG uranium processing build. Could not explain the smarts to you and could not remember where I got it. It is not my own build, but it is very effective once we actually have uranium-235 in the system. For now, it is a little bit clogged with the uranium-238 backed up. So I do have plans for this. And that will be, now that we have uranium processing unlocked, we now have uranium ammo potential. So I think before I go into space, I'm just going to get that set up so that that way I can take that with me. But this is technically set up so that once we do get kovarex enrichment processing, which I think is researched later, like, yep, right there, once we actually have space science, then this will be good to go. And I even added in a couple more assemblers here so that if I do want to switch to nuclear power, we have the option. And I figured a way to get the copper down here to those products that need it, just basically pulling from the little bit of copper that goes into the blue circuit build over here. Now with that said, the moment I've been waiting for is to build the portable fission reactor. So I need some low density structures on me, just a couple more. I'll suck them up from my belt over here. And I've already made the power MK2. It is mostly ready to go, actually. I'm assuming the Fisher thingy will fit here. If not, I can move a couple things around. But I'm planning to go with 3 exoskeletons, a couple personal laser defenses, and the energy shields, some of the upgraded personal battery MK2s as well. Belt immunity, the discharge defense, which I've actually never used before, so it might be the first time for anything. And night vision is a standard, and personal roboports, now up to 20 construction bots can be on me. The only question I'm having is whether I will want 2 of these portable fission reactors, but we'll make 1 for now, and then put that in the armor once it's good to go. Now, back to my plan for uranium ammo. What I'm thinking of doing is putting the uranium-238 onto this bus, actually, since not only do I have to get it to the piercing ammo, which we have, we'll just actually pull from military science, wherever that is. Oh, over here somewhere. But we'll need to get the uranium-238 all the way down to basically where I have the explosives and the cannon shells, and most importantly, get the uranium-238 to the missiles. So let me start by putting in some placeholders for where the uranium-238 belt is going to go onto the bus, because I do have a couple belts in the way, so it's going to have to squeeze in either above this line here or below. This won't work, so it'll have to be below. So we'll put in the line. Oh, no, that won't work either, actually. Delete that. So this has to go actually one tile down because we're going to be making room for the low density structure belt right there. And this will unfortunately basically go through the majority of the bus so that way it can feed into the explosives and things like that all the way over there to the right. So now this can go this way and underground. Now we'll just connect it into the rest of the 230. Oh, shoot. That won't work. Okay. Cut this and move this over by a tile. Now I think we can underground belt it and everything should now be in the clear. But once we get more 238 not clogging this build, then that gives more potential for the very rare 235 to get processed in the centrifuges here. And if I'm remembering correctly, we need 40 of the 235 to be able to feed into the kovarex enrichment process. And once we start that, then it's kind of a gradual buildup over time, and it's easier, but the first 40 is the hardest uranium-235 to get. I do have enough 235, though, that I was able to get some uranium fuel cells, and unfortunately, I didn't think to keep the 235 until it was too late, and until these inserters were already pulling into the assemblers, but that's at least good to go, and I did need them for the, the portable fission reactor, which I can now place into my armor. Let's see if it fits. Ah, nope. Okay, so let's get rid of these solar panels. Oh, I feel rich. And I'm fast. And I've got a couple extra things, but I no longer need this power armor, do I? Nope, can get rid of that. And I'm going to keep a couple of these things that could go into the armor on me until I decide for sure if I like this build or not. It's kind of a good go between like a happy medium for combat and just getting around. Alright, so there's 238 coming on. This should go all the way. And I think what we'll do is connect this up with the ammo first. How do I want to do that? Okay, so to make the uranium rounds, we need one of each, the 238 and the piercing rounds. It would be much easier to get the rounds maybe together away from like having to redistribute it from where they branch in together here. What if we were to do something like this? Ugh, it feels awful. I don't even know that I have enough room for that, to be honest. Just not enough room in a little build like this. Get rid of anything. Move this down a little bit, maybe. No, that doesn't really make a difference. How do I want to do this? Alright, scratch this plan. So where do I have... Okay, ammo comes over here. If I could figure out a way to split it off to go kind of from here, which is the end of the belt line, and then up, I should have enough room, I think, to also bring the 238 belt up as well to make a little uranium rounds build. So the question is, how do I want to do that? I can buy myself a little bit more room that way, get rid of the box. I technically don't need that extra inserter. But that for sure has to stay there. Maybe what I do is... Can I make this a blue belt? Yes. I can make that. We'll cut this to go like that. We'll use another splitter to only filter out the piercing rounds. Like that. We'll just keep that there for now. So splitting rounds can come like this. Maybe move that guy. Let's do an underground here. And then I think I'm in the clear. Okay, so we'll join that up, which maybe we can do that through this area here. All right, perfect. It's very spaghetti-like. And I would love to just join it up right there, but that won't work. If I change the direction on the belt, I think we could get it to work if we do that. There we go. So now that's the correct side of the belt. I'm just going to suck up the excess. All right, and then I think we should see it join up. We do. Phew! My plan worked. All right, now we're home free. We can move this maybe right there. And how many do I want to do? Let's see. It takes 10 seconds of crafting time. Ideally, we would make 10 of these. I have a little bit more room over here, but that's more stuff to spaghetti through. Or I could just try to go upwards. Let's try to go upwards. And we'll snake this through the pipes if I can fit it. All right, got things to barely squeeze, and I can always move this belt very easily. In fact, we should probably do that, but actually maybe we'll just put it here instead. So let me just move this pipe. Then I think we'll have all the room we need for a little ammo build. So actually, let's move that there. And now this can come back on itself like that. All right, so we've got the ingredients already. We just need maybe like 10 of these or so. How many is that? That's 9. We'll do one more. And that's all there is to it, really, apart from adding in the power and the output inserters. And we'll give this a cap of 1,000, which is a lot. But ammo is one of those things that you can go through very quickly, obviously. Finish putting in the recipes, finish putting in the power, and then we'll see this start. Awesome. And let's get rid of that in my inventory, the excess. And eventually we'll probably see more uranium-235 spout out as well now that we'll see these get unclogged, which we do. Now let's head on over to the explosives area once we finish filling in the belt over here for the 238. Like that. It's just continuing down the line. And we'll have the 238 join up from here somewhere. And we'll even do an output priority so it goes up instead of continuing down the bus. In fact, I don't even know that I want to do a splitter. We'll just have it go up like that. And then we can get rid of this rest of the line here since there's hopefully no reason for it, but if I change my mind, we can always fix that later. So this will go upwards now. So what do we need for the explosive cannon shells? We need the uranium-238, which we have, and just the regular cannon shells. So cannon shells output like this, but what we can easily do, and how many seconds does this take? It is 12 seconds crafting time. So we'll just do a couple since it doesn't have to be quick. In fact, since I only have 2 of these anyway, we'll just keep it at a ratio of 2. And let's move these pipes a touch. Okay, there we go. That's out of the way now. Now we can put in the recipe. Copy that, and we will do direct insertion, whoops, like this. I'll have to move the assemblers over just a touch, like that. And then these can output on a shared little belt like this, and then into its own little box. Bring in the 238 line just underneath here, and then we can use another long-handed inserter. Ooh, except I need that there. I might have to move over the pipes again. Not a big deal. There's more power. And then these will slowly work. And we will cap these off at maybe 200 or so. And we'll do something similar with the explosive uranium cannon shells. Basically just copying this and having it go here. We'll fix the recipe, and then I think we'll see this start to work. There we go, easy. So last thing to automate is the, let's see, the most important thing. No! So it gave me everything else except the rocket? I don't have the nuclear rocket. Oh my gosh. Man. That is a bummer. At least if I do have the rocket, I don't see it. Ah, darn. Well, I think that just leaves me just about ready to go to space, since there's really nothing else I can do. Apart from, I think there's a couple more off-camera things I'll do to make sure that the base is like as secure as it could be. Put in some like other defenses if I'm worried about that, or other ore patches that we're mining into. I've already done a lot of stuff to put ingredients or things into this cargo pad that have been launching into the rocket here. In fact, let's launch, actually, no, that's okay. We'll wait to launch that in just a minute once I make sure I don't have anything else that I want to have go into it. But I think we're going to cut this episode here since it's already going way over time. So that means at the beginning of next episode, 25, we're going to be in space, I think. Or at least that's the goal, is to launch myself into space. So I hope you will join me for that first experience for myself next time. Thank you for joining me as always, and I'll see you soon.